Hi everybody. So, I got a couple of cool guitars to show you, and you know, somebody asked me about the single string tree on the Telecasters. On a lot of the earlier Fenders, they had a single string tree. And later, like 74, they added 2 string trees. So it was actually 72, they added a double string tree. And a lot of people say, so what? And there's something about the aesthetic, but that single string tree also represents other things about this. For instance, during the single string tree era, or black was a custom color during the single string tree era. Later, black became a standard color, so these earlier black Fenders are custom color guitars. And there's also differences in pickups. There's differences in the amount of output. Now, I'm playing today through a Vibro Champ, this brand new Vibro Champ. And I gotta say, for a new amplifier, we are selling more and more of these to working musicians, guys that are playing on stages that find these like perfect. They've got plenty of reverb. They've got tremolo. And they're really handy, all tube amps, and you can see how small that is. So this is really one of the breakthrough amps. All of us were really surprised how often we sell these for people that are doing gigs and writing back and saying how much they love it. Now, getting back to these little details, this 335 has an orange oval label. So what? Now, I'm going to tell you a little fable. See, this is M&M's. Box of M&M's. You guys all remember the band Van Halen. So Eddie Van Halen had a writer in his contract that said they wanted a bowl of M&M's with all the brown ones removed. And it had to be sitting backstage when they got back there, or you had to pay the band 100% and they went home. That was in the writer. So everybody was like, oh, give me a break. What is that? What? So here's the real story of that. They actually were playing gigs and got bigger and bigger with more and more lights. Back then, there was no LED lights. The lights were high power, high magnitude for a big show. They used big amplifiers. They wanted to make sure that everything was copostatic, that they had the power source so they wouldn't blow fuses and upset, so people wouldn't be in danger. In truth, one of their dance floors they played at, the floor gave out and hurt a lot of people, so they had to make sure that the entire rider was followed to the T, including having healthy food to eat. And the way they checked on that was to have a bowl of M&M's with all the brown ones removed. So where it might seem like a stupid idea, it was actually rather brilliant on their part to make sure that when they got on stage, all of that prep had been done. Brown M&M's. I'm going to put this in this 1970 black Telecaster, and I'm going to play this for you here just a little bit because it is a fantastic guitar. I'm setting this Vibro Champ on like 5. These humbucking pickups sound very much like Fenders. Hi, Randy. I'm doing a very important video reaching out to thousands and thousands of people, Randy. These Tele Thinlines with humbuckings are great guitars because they're Fenders with a slightly longer scale length than your Gibson. Also, you have just 2 controls, so you're not reaching for 4 controls. You've got a simple volume and tone, a simple 3-way switch. It simplifies the whole thing. This is about 7 pounds. It's feather light, and it's something you can play in your lap. It's pretty well played. There's a lot of finish checking and stuff on there. The important thing is it has a single string tree. And the single string tree represents this era when the factory was smaller, this era that had different pickups, this era that had better woods, and then the graceful look of a single string tree. And granted, you had to wind your G string a few extra times to keep it down, but that's besides the point. So that's it. I just wanted to show you that. I wanted to share this brown M&M story too because I might reference it later in other videos. It's kind of like brown M&Ms when you see that, meaning it's complicated. Okay, there you go. And forever buys this, free candy.